We're coming to you from beautiful Gilbert, Arizona, in my backyard, where last weekend there was an event here.
There was.
Or not?
Indeed.
Yeah. And the reason we didn't have a video last week is you don't know, I was married. So my fiance is now my beautiful wife. So we got married. Decided not to really do a video last week. Just, so much going on, a lot of stuff. But we're here today on it's an absolute beautiful day. It's gorgeous out right now. It is just crazy beautiful. Probably going to be the last nice day for a while. Like 4 months.
Yeah.
We're hitting 90s next week, but you never know when a storm front can move in.
Yeah.
We'll see.
There's definitely some clouds rolling in right now.
Yeah, there's clouds rolling in, so we might get some rain later. But yeah, this guy right here was the officiant of my wedding, so I want to thank you again, dude.
Yeah.
We kept it short and sweet and let the party roll.
Yeah. Everybody's excited how short it was. So
I think my youngest videotaped it, and she said it was 2 minutes and 19 seconds. I was like, nice.
Well, now I have something to shoot for next time.
There you go.
For somebody else, I'd be like 2 minutes.
2:15. 2:15.
Yeah.
All right, what are we smoking today, buddy?
So we're going in cheap ashes fashion. We're going with really cheap. Drew Estate Factory Smokes here. This is the sun-grown. Yeah.
Robusto, right?
Yeah, this is the Robusto size. I believe they have 4 sizes in each one.
I know they have the Toro. A Churchill, probably.
I guess they have 5 sizes in because they have a Bellicoso, they have a Gordo, they have a Robusto, a Toro, and Churchill, I believe.
And the Gordo is 660.
Yeah.
Definitely a cheap stick.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to say it. I've got like the rolling hills of Arizona right here on my stick. You've got a flat spot, but I mean, what are these, 2 and change here in Arizona?
Yeah, 210 is what I paid for them. So,
it's hard. It's a handmade cigar.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not long filler.
Yeah.
There's no way it's
some sort of mixed fill. I don't know what the actual fill percentage on that one is. But yeah, you can definitely tell just the way that it burns. Actually smokes really well for being a $2 cigar.
I am really, I've never had a factory smoke. I never, and if I did, I don't remember when I did.
Yeah.
This thing smokes. It's got a perfect draw. It's ashing really nice, burning really well. $2 stick, you can't beat it.
Yeah, I think bundles are what, 25 for like $40.
Because usually you get a bundle discount, box discount, 40, $45 maybe. If you're one of those guys that needs a quick smoke, doesn't want to pay $25 for a tin, which most tins are going for right now, you don't want to do that. This is a good alternative because even if you smoke a third or even half of it, you're not out anything.
Yeah.
You're really not. You're out 210, right? And if you get a bundle, you're out even less. So it's a good alternative for guys that need that, that half-hour break at work or something like that.
You're somebody who wants to smoke often and doesn't have a really big budget. This cigar is perfect. I mean, there are a lot of other cheap cigars out there. This one actually has some decent flavor to it. I mean, it's still a $2 cigar from Drew Estate. So you're getting more than what you pay for it, honestly. When I first smoked it years ago, when it first came out, I smoked because they have the sun-grown, Duro, Connecticut,
Sweet,
and then they have the sweets. I smoked all 4 of the different blends, and honestly, I thought they were going to be like $5 a stick, and then when they said they came out at $2 to $3 a cigar,
right?
It's a $5 cigar. I mean, really, other than maybe a little bit of construction issue, flavor is not super crazy, but
aesthetically, it's not pleasing.
Yeah,
but it's not garbage. I've smoked a boatload of $8 to $10 sticks that I've thrown out. I don't think I'd throw this out at $2, $2.10.
Yeah, I mean, at that $2 price point too, obviously there's a little bit of a burn issue I'm touching up here, but
right.
At $2, you can fight through it, or you don't have to. If you're just like, you know what, not for me. You're only out $2. Go get your normal, $8 to $10 cigar that you like. So.
Exactly. Like this would be a stick that if I'm going fly fishing and I need to spit a cigar out in the river, when I hook a nice sized fish to land it or whatnot, this is a good stick to take with you. This is a perfect size too.
Yeah,
to be on the river with. It's just it exceeded my expectations, to be perfectly honest with you. I did not think it was going to be anything this good.
Yeah, and I mean, it's another one of those things. You can fill your humidor up when your buggy neighbor comes over and says, "Hey, you got a cigar? You got a cigar?" Give him one of these. He won't know the difference unless he's an actual, cigar guy. Honestly, you could take the band off and people wouldn't even know.
There's nothing worse than giving people cigars and have 3/4 of it fucking in the ashtray. Yeah. That happened at the wedding.
Yeah. So I mean, these are definitely a great budget cigar for sure. It's in that kind of mild medium to medium range. It's sun grown. It's got that slight bit of spice you get out of a sun grown wrapper, but it's not spicy by any means. Just
and it's got a little funk to it.
Yeah.
And that's just because you're not getting the best of the best tobacco. You're getting probably a bunch of mixed leaf in here that you're not used to tasting. And to me, it's got a little funk to it.
Yeah. It also depends on where you get them from too. I mean, the humidor was stored in. I won't name where I got it from, but it wasn't the traditional cigar lounge. So that was the thing. I wanted to kind of go somewhere else and say, hey, look, I can still get this $2 cigar, decent cigar, at my local smoke shop that doesn't focus on cigars. So
there you go.
Yeah. So you never know how it's
You know what though? Some smoke shops have great little humies.
Yeah.
Like I know there's one out east of here. It's like Chrisman and Baseline. It's a small little smoke shop. They've got a corner humidor back in there. It's well maintained and it is well stocked.
Yeah.
So don't kind of snub your nose at a smoke shop that says premium cigars in the window.
Yeah.
Stop and give it a shot because you never know what they might have. They literally had stuff in there that we at my shop have been struggling to get.
Yeah.
So if you take a risk and go see it,
never know.
You might find something you've been looking for that can't get.
Yeah, they might be able to get you something too, depending on where they order from, who they're getting their product through. I mean, there's all kinds of different things.
Who's to say they're not friends with the owner or the manufacturer of certain cigar brands?
Right.
And that's why they started a humidor to begin with.
Right.
So you just don't know. You don't know. So what are you drinking?
So I got some cold brew here. The ice is all melted, but it is from HG Roastery here in Gilbert, or known as Higher Grounds before. It says HG on the side of the building now, but they used to be called Higher Grounds.
Where is HG then?
So it's Williamsfield and Bella Vista. It's right over there, kind of, tucked away, kind of on the other side of the parking lot from Sprouts, if you're local here.
Oh, yeah.
Right out there, there's a massage place. There's the Lapels dry cleaning.
Gotcha.
If you go across the parking lot there's Whiny Pig and some of those other places. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, it's standard cold brew. I've been going there for a number of years, especially my years at Fox.
I was going to say, when you were at Fox, I'm sure you just went across the street and got it.
So, I mean, it's right down the street from the gym that I go to as well. So, a lot of times I'll just pop in there after a workout or something and grab a coffee, for the rest of the day. Just to kind of push me through. So,
yeah. Well, I've got a beer from Tombstone Brewing Company. It is the Ukrainian anti-imperialistic stout, as you can see here, otherwise known in years past as a Russian imperial stout. But as the label says, they do it every year. It's a big boy. This is a heavy hitter, 15.5%. The one I'm drinking today is aged in Elijah Craig 10-year single barrel bourbon barrels. Say that 10 times fast.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. It's a big boy. It's toasty, caramelly, boozy.
Yeah.
And you can see how dark that thing is. It's just, it's a great, I think they did 4 different ones with different bourbon barrels. So they bourbon barrel age with 4 different bourbons. And these were actually a gift from a friend of mine for the wedding. He brought them for Laura and I to have here at the house. It's, again, Tombstone, down in Tombstone, Arizona, but they also have, gosh, I want to say it's Thomas and 40th Street, somewhere around in there.
Yeah, something like that.
Is their Phoenix location. Been making good beer for quite some time now. It seems like everything that they put out has been on point with, flavor. Like, their IPA is fantastic. I've had a couple other beers of theirs that I can't remember, obviously.
Right.
But never once have I had one of their beers and said, probably never drink that again.
Yeah.
And again, these aren't cheap. These aren't cheap. They're, I want to say they're $15 a pop for a 16-ounce can, which at 15.5%, that's not bad. I've had 15.5%ers. The Stout from McKellar, I paid $24 a can for that over in California a few summers, 3 summers ago, I believe. We were there for Hess Fest. But this is, if you like big, boozy, caramel dark stouts, you're going to love this beer. It is a flavor bomb in your mouth, but you also have to be super, super careful. This would be something to take to a bottle share.
Yeah.
If you're going to a bottle share, you take this little 4-ounce pours, 2-ounce pours, whatever. You could share it with a few people. Everybody gets to taste it. It's going to be hard to finish this and stay on my feet today. I got a lot of stuff to do after we're filming this. So, yeah, it's going to be probably this, and that's all I'm going to probably do until I come home later.
There you go.
Cook dinner, doing some chicken. But, yeah, big events coming up in my life personally. Obviously, the wedding last weekend. We adopted 2 puppies. Yesterday, one. Today, another. They're litter mates. A male for Laura's daughter, Finny. That's going to be her dog. And then we got Birdie, little female. She's sleeping under a chair right now. They're just cutie. They're Great Pyrenees, Australian Shepherd mix. So they're the Great Aussie Pyrenees is kind of what they're called. Not sure what we're doing because they're going to both be 80 pounds plus. We'll come back to if we made the mistake of thinking you're biting off more than we can chew with this. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little scared to pick up the poop.
They'll be as big as the small dogs.
Yeah, pretty much. You're gonna be shitting Jack and Peaches. And if you didn't know, we have 2 Chihuahuas as well, 2 Chihuahua mixes, and right now at 8 weeks old, the Aussie Pyrenees are bigger than the Chihuahuas, and it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna be big, but yeah, and then I'm gonna be a grandpa next month. My daughter Madison is due April 24th, so yeah, I got a lot going.
Yeah,
lot going on. So
yeah. Well,
final call on this guy. What do you think?
I mean, for $2, you can't go wrong. Honestly, out of all the ones I've smoked, the Maduro is my favorite. But Sungrown's good. If you like that mediums, the Connecticut's are nice and mellow. Sweets, obviously, if you like the Drew Estate sweet stuff.
You know what? Before we leave, I got a question. So many brands had Sungrowns out there, and you can't find them now. What's going on with the? Do you have any idea? Like the Arturo Fuente 858 Sungrown, can't find them. Is it just preference of manufacturer? Is the tobacco leaf on the wrapper harder to find now, or what?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of everything. I mean, going back a couple years, COVID really hit hard. Here in the United States, we didn't see it as much, unless you were in the industry with cigars or any importation. Industry. The thing is that people don't realize in the third world countries, Nicaragua, Honduras, Dominican Republic, a lot of the people were afraid to go to work. The entire country was shut down forever. Like, it wasn't just the couple months that we experienced here, and then everybody was kind of going back to work and doing all this stuff. Literally, it was months and months, and they couldn't get people. And then when they opened back up, they couldn't get those workers to come back in because they couldn't afford to get sick because of the standard of healthcare and all the different things. Nicaragua wasn't as bad, especially Esteli, because of the prevalence of the American market and cigar industry. But at the same time, trying to get people to show up. So you have a quarter of the workforce rolling cigars on the farms, all these different, it was like a skeleton crew ultimately. So your production goes down, and then you have nobody to take care of it. Well, then no boxes. So the box companies, the box manufacturers didn't have anybody to make the boxes for them. So it trickles, and then trying to get stuff into the country. I mean, we all saw the big clusterfuck in the LA harbor. That was just one. I mean, think about all the other places you got coming in too. On the west half of the country, we see LA more just because that's more prevalent.
Long Beach.
But if you're on the East Coast, you probably saw different ones. I mean, you got places like Miami and Florida and even Texas, and then
you have all the Gulf.
Yeah.
All the Gulf. It was just like, and that's cigar world down there.
Yeah. So that's really what it comes down to. I can't say for certain, but that's my speculation.
Best guess, I should say. Yeah. My last call on the beer. Like I said, you got to be ready.
Yeah.
You got to have something in your stomach. You drink this on an empty stomach, you're gonna be on your ass.
Yeah. Especially if you drink the whole time.
Yeah, especially if you drink the whole thing. It's a perfect beer to take to a share, only because it's limited release. It's the bourbon barrel aged stuff is always, a lot of guys and gals both love this. They love it for tastings. I don't know many people that want to sit down and drink a 16-ounce can of this.
Right.
If you were to get this at Tombstone, I'm gonna guess 10 ounces is the most you're gonna get.
Probably an 8-ounce.
8 or 10 ounce.
Maybe
pour.
a 6
maybe
ounce.
A 4.
Yeah, or a 6 ounce or something.
Because I know in California, McKellar only poured their 15, 5, 16 in a 4-ounce pour, and you were only allowed one per person. Yeah. So, it can sneak up on you. So if you're gonna get this and try it, just be careful. Yeah. Be sure you know what you're doing. Drink responsibly, exactly. Yeah. I'm in my backyard, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
My wife will drive today. I'm good.
So yeah, coffee. Definitely recommend this if you're in the area. Stop into HG. Just look up HG Roastery. They're just a nice little kind of what I like to call a craft coffee place. They do roasting in house. I believe they have a separate location that they do a lot of their roasting, but
they do roast in house.
Yeah.
So it smells amazing. In there.
Well, the location, the actual storefront, it has a kitchen. So they're like a traditional little coffee shop. So I believe they do their roasting elsewhere. I'm not sure on the location, but I know they do have a lot of different coffees. So I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have to get over there. Yeah.
So maybe we can do a little bit more research and come back to that and do a feature on those guys or something.
That sounds good. Yeah. So, all right, man. Smash that bell. Subscribe. Follow us on
Instagram, cheap_ashes, and we will be posting more content. I know we've been kind of lax on that lately, but
we had a life event happen that kind of took all of us away, and you've been sore.
Yeah,
you're still dealing with that damn elbow of yours.
Yeah, new job, all these different things.
Yeah, so we'll pick it up. I promise. Take care, guys. See you next week.